Howdy, folks. Welcome back to the Unqualified Film Bros podcast as we dive into our first animated flick of 2026.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for validating.
First in a
Uh,
while, I believe. Maybe first since, I don't want to say Inside Out 2, but
no, because that was 2 years ago.
yeah, we don't do a lot of animated films.
Definitely did one last year. I'm pulling up the schedule right now. We're talking about Hoppers tonight, by the way. Um,
Also, I
or
got a
this
new phone,
morning or whatever.
and I'm just realizing that it has this weird thing where it follows me. Look at this.
Ooh.
Look at this. It's wild.
I love that we're discovering this at the same time. This is delightful. And it's a good distraction while I look up the last animated movie we did, which was I'm scrolling.
Uh, might be scrolling a while.
You want to count Paddington in Peru?
Dip,
Yes,
bro, yeah, maybe.
sure.
Because before that, we're getting back into 2024. Transformers 1,
Oh,
fall of 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, so animated movie in theaters, and theater was packed at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. Which Cinemark discount day, I get it, but kids shouldn't be on spring break yet. It's early April at this time. This is April 7th. I saw the movie. And the kids in my theater weren't the fucking problem. The fucking problem was the woman 2 seats down from me who was on her phone at full fucking brightness for a half hour of this hour 40 movie. And after about I gave her about 10 minutes, which is about 9.5 minutes longer than I should have. I turn to her and I say, "Can you turn your phone off or at least bring the brightness down?" And she goes, "You're the only one complaining." Like, bitch, you are not in your living room. Get off your fucking phone. So that was my Hoppers experience. I thought the movie was delightful, but I want to hear from you guys. What'd you
Yes.
guys think?
There was somebody that was like talking for half of it, but sometimes it wasn't that loud.
Is that is that worse than someone being on their phone?
yes.
Yeah, probably. It's really distracting.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it's like another sound. Like the light is annoying, but you
I
can,
can look at
you
the
know,
giant ass bright screen and
yeah.
forget about it, even though it's also annoying.
Yeah, talking is definitely worse because you'll hear that.
Yeah.
Because it's also never during like the loudest moments. It's always when it's like dead
Oh,
silent and you just
oh
hear
my God.
or something louder behind you or in front of you.
This lady yelled when they said Maple's age. She's like, "That's 12!" Just like full volume. It's like nothing else is going on.
I was at a screening of Jaws back in September, and it was Jaws in IMAX 50th anniversary. I'd never seen the movie before. It was awesome. Sitting middle, great fucking experience. And then like halfway through the movie, the two people, the couple sitting behind me, just started talking to each other.
Mhm.
And it's like, I get that you love this movie and you've seen it a million times and you want to talk about your favorite parts, but let the rest of us enjoy it, please.
Yeah. What
The
what I
movie
find
theater
wild,
experience is sacred. Don't disturb it.
what I find wild about this instance is there were other like there were kids in there, and at no point did they point at the screen and were like say whatever the hell the movie just did, like mention that they're 12. It's like such a juvenile thing, and yet the kids are not doing it. It's the grown ass adults.
Kids are respectful in certain movie environments.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that I haven't been to a theater and kids have like yelled stuff, but in this instance,
Like
it was.
we almost did Super Mario Galaxy movie this week, and I think I said when we did the Super Mario Brothers movie 3 years ago, the light up sneakers in my row running back and forth.
That's right.
Yeah, so
I'm just
hope
thankful to do Minecraft.
hope
That
that didn't happen in those other. You want to
chicken
bring Adam in
jockey.
here? We'll
Huh?
bring Adam in and he'll talk about the Minecraft movie.
Chicken jockey.
I'm good, bro.
So there is actually a movie that we saw,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Um,
it
theater
was pretty
experiences
good.
aside,
I
it
liked
was
it.
pretty good.
and since George said what he thought, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's a delightful movie, and I'm glad that Pixar is doing something sort of different than just sequels and things like that.
Hmm.
I know they did like Soul, but that was like 5 years ago, I checked.
Soul
Yeah, it
was
was a
good.
COVID movie.
Luca was good, another like late COVID movie.
Hmm.
I
Turning
think that
Red
was 21, Turning Red 2022 or
2, I
3.
think. Yeah.
Um,
Like when they do their original when they do original
Elemental,
movies,
also great.
they're exceeding, you know? Like that's what we're getting good stuff.
Yeah,
But
I just saw.
no, we have the Moana live action remake that they're working on. It's like, okay.
I also saw the commercial for Toy Story 2, or it's Toy Story 5. Sorry, my brain broke for a second. Um, and then I saw this movie and I was like, why are they making that? I mean, I know it'll make money, obviously, but it's not going to be a really good movie. After Toy Story 3, they should have stopped. That was
Yeah.
an innovative,
Yeah.
like, movie, 10 years after, maybe
Yeah.
more than 10 years after. But now it's like
About
factory.
10, 11 years, yeah.
And I
But
just
now
they would do stuff like this because I
Tom
think
Hanks and Tim Allen have been doing Buzz and Woody for 31 years now.
I know it's too long. Just let it go.
Yeah, if 3 wasn't the time to let it go, 4 was the time to let it go.
Gotten to the point, and this is what I gathered from the trailer, that we have turned Woody and Buzz into boomers. That is the plot line now.
Yeah.
Woody's losing his hair. Like, guys, we gotta stop. We can.
Because
He's dying from his bald spot.
because we get like an iPad basically.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the bad guy. Or the I don't know. It's like
What it is.
the
It's the
problem. Yeah, maybe it's not
fact
the
that
bad guy.
it's been so long. They're turning toys into boomers. You gotta wrap it up. If that's the story, you had to stop. Like, you can't keep doing this because
I
there's great
think,
stuff. Like Hoppers, I think is fun. It carries a lot of like that joy of Pixar. And it's got like a little message in there, like some of their movies do. Care for nature. It's general, right? It's not like they're not saying anything crazy, but
It doesn't need to.
no, no. And me as an animal lover, I love it.
True.
Jerry deserved to die, though. No redemption.
That would have been quite a different movie.
let's
No.
let's explore that a little bit, Benjamin. Let's explore why did Jerry need to die?
Well, he's just evil. Like,
He's a corporate shill.
he's a corporate shill. He's a politically, powerful but corrupt and does all these illegal things. And he probably led to a few animal deaths. And not for food.
Bond rules.
It was not.
He led to a harmonious animal kingdom, though, at least for
Well,
an overcrowded, harmonious little
I
riverbank.
mean, I will say, like, so his great deed is not doing the evil thing that he was going to do in the first place. So, you know what? I'm not out. I'm still out on Jerry. Like,
John Hamm, who, as we all know, does the voice for Mayor Jerry, uh, he said during the junket for this movie a month or so ago, uh, a lot of these villain types, the corporate shills, the anti-conservationist stooges, will say, I'm paraphrasing what he said, of course, um, a lot of them don't change and they lose in the end and they're just still the same fucking hard ass idiot anti-conservationists. But we should have in these movies a normalization of people who change their opinions when presented with new information.
I believe in that for almost everyone, except for politicians and corporate like executives. If they're assholes, they're just gonna stay
What
that.
what if this asshole is tied up in a lab and forced to put his consciousness in a beaver robot
Also,
with a
yeah,
great coiffed hair
I think there's some
And a
like
tie.
and a tie?
there's other circumstances here. All right. The guy was literally saved by animals. Um, you can't just destroy their habitat. This is
He was
like,
also torturing the animals with the sound, so that's also
yeah,
bad.
that's, I
He
mean,
was causing pain and suffering in addition to killing them.
basically didn't even care.
Trees are proud.
Huh?
Oh, trees are loud.
Trees are loud, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Jerry's not the best guy, but he gets the
Also voiced by
redemptive
John
arc.
Hamm, who,
He makes some really good looking pancakes for his mama, though.
that's true.
That's
Powdered
true.
sugar, some whipped cream.
I don't think his mom was all there. She didn't seem to
She did not
really
seem to
care.
register what was going on. No.
She's got a son who loves her
Yep.
and cares
She's
about
got,
her enough
let's
to
be
feed
real,
her
she's
and
got
house
Gavin
her.
Newsom light.
Yeah. It really is like Gavin is. That's why I don't trust him, maybe. It's the look.
What political party do we think Jerry belonged to?
Oh,
If we're making the Gavin Newsom comparison.
he's a Democrat.
He's definitely a Democrat.
Absolutely.
He's like a very but like a Gavin.
He is Gavin Newsom though, bro. Like
Yeah.
this takes place in California. Like
It's very much like he would show up and take pictures with all the animals and then demolish the fucking,
yeah.
that's the type of politician I get from Jerry. I'm gonna be honest, everybody else is right. Squish Jerry. Like
Squish
everyone
Jerry.
else, yeah, redemption.
Still didn't like Titus though.
Titus, no, Titus
I
deserves what he got.
yeah. And the moment I was talking about this with one of my coworkers earlier today, but the moment where he gets the fake Jerry face ripped off and then he tries the face ID on the phone and it doesn't work. So funny.
Look, I got Titus, obviously like a Roman emperor. There are lots of Tituses, but what I really got,
Second Titus villain in 2 weeks for us
That's true.
like, what was the other one?
from Ready or Not 2.
Oh, right. Um, so I was thinking of the demon. That's the real. I guess actually,
No,
no,
Mr.
he's not.
LaBelle.
Mr. LaBelle is not a Titus.
Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but I was getting big Caligula vibes, or not Caligula. What was the one? Oh, Nero. He had like a weird relationship with his mother,
Yeah.
and then he went utterly insane when he became emperor.
Mm-hmm.
Like immediately. I guess he was always insane, but that he was given reign. Anyway,
Even
this is a kids movie. It's animated, but I just thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
there could be ancient Roman allegories in a
There's
Pixar movie.
stuff
Yeah.
in
They've
Pixar.
done crazier things.
Yeah, there's always stuff in Pixar, and I have no doubt that they may have been drawing comparisons to that, or maybe another emperor. Um, but yeah, it's fun that you can go as an adult and like pick out these little things, or like the when he's about to eat the beaver, the bear, and then I forget that beaver's name, like slow beaver.
Oh, isn't it
It
like Lenny?
was
No,
no
something silly.
something sillier than that. Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
But when he almost gets
Loaf.
Loaf,
loaf,
Loaf.
great name for that character.
so loaf almost gets eaten by like is it Evelyn? I think is the bear. Um,
Ellen.
Ellen.
Yeah, according to Letterboxd.
Wait, it's Ellen or Evelyn?
Letterboxd says
It's
it's Ellen.
Ellen.
Ellen. Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure. All right, so Ellen tries to eat Loaf, and then Loaf is like, "Hey, you still want to do it?" And she's like, "No, it's
No,
awkward now."
it's weird now.
Yeah, weird now. There's always fun stuff. I think that's a sign of a good like kids movie is that there's little things. They're not too overt, but you'll pick them up if you understand like the joke.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I
that's
think,
something
oh,
Pixar's always done.
yeah,
Who does
they
that?
have.
SpongeBob was really, really good at that.
Yep. It's like, it's about not insulting their intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and if they
Pandering
don't get
down.
it, they don't get it, right? And that's part of the experience of watching kids' movies is parents watching these movies with their kids asking questions about things that they don't understand. And if it's not the right moment to explain it, then the parent uses that as a time to redirect them away from that, right? Like
Uh,
there's a lot in there that is lacking in a lot of kids' movies these days. But this one, it's like this one has a good balance of it, right?
and there's like a really subtle way that they do it, where kids are like, oh, that's just a normal line. They don't get
Mm-hmm.
a double entendre or whatever.
Yep.
So they don't even need to ask.
But then they
Yeah.
go back to this movie 5, 10 years later and they watch it with that new perspective and they understand the joke and it enhances the movie quality for them.
That's when it gets better.
Yeah, and it's like a childhood favorite continues to be a favorite because
Mm-hmm.
there's these other things to discover.
Mm-hmm.
And that really is like I feel like kids' movies have gotten too dumb. I mean, every movie has gotten too dumb, I guess. And movies also have. But these, it's not like there's anything crazy to comprehend, but just like the depth of the story to that degree. The care to like put those things in there, even if it's like inconsequential. It's funny, it's entertaining. There's a layer to it that you just discover later,
Yeah, I think
or for us that
with animated movies, and this is really more the case for traditional animation, but computer animation as well, there is a level of care and attention to detail that's put into them that isn't always there for live action films. The artistry of these films really plays, and granted, an original screen test of Hopper's was more in a Ghibli style, which I think would have been a beautiful animation nature, uh, beautiful way to animate nature. Excuse me, I can't talk tonight. Um, what we got was more traditional uh, Pixar animation visual style, but we still see that care and attention to detail and artistry. I'll say it again, from the visual presentation of the film. So to see that level of care put into uh, the visual, and then to have the script match with attention to detail and these little jokes that are for some of the audience, but not all of the audience, that all of the audience will later get another time. It shows that the fine folks over at Pixar Animation Studios care.
yeah, and I think one of the things that stood out to me was the like switching of the animals' faces when you could
Oh my
understand
God,
them, or
Mm.
putting oh, I was just gonna say putting Jerry in the hopping beaver and the coiffed hair and the tie
well,
again, like we
I
said
mean, that's fun
before.
too, to have like that little individualization of them. But I really loved the details to like change the faces and all of that. When it's a beaver, that you understand or not, or any of the animals essentially. It was a really, really cool detail that stayed consistent from what I could tell. And I'm sure it was, it's nothing major, but it's the little things that they like to do that I think really makes them Pixar.
Yeah, little blank stares that you get
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the beavers that you don't understand or whatever. Yeah.
And the little noises. I mean, it's amazing. That's what really sold it for me.
Yeah, a very, very good movie across the board. Um, what was I gonna ask? You already talked about Jerry's political ideology, which was a huge talking point that I wanted to get to tonight. Um, there was something else I wanted to ask about this movie. Oh, what do you guys make of the solution with Jerry relenting and uh, Mabel getting the Glade back.
Okay, I feel like I already covered this. It's Gavin Newsom. All right. I don't trust it. He's gonna
We've
show
gotten the
up in like a week and be like, "Hey, just kidding. Turns out companies need this, and I promised them all this stuff. So tell your beaver friends to go away."
I mean, it's a nice tight bow on the story, right? Like it,
Yeah, I don't
you know.
actually believe this, but I don't believe Jerry. I don't believe Gavin Newsom. That's the main problem.
the visual presentation of the characters. Shockingly, Gavin Newsom.
It might not be a coincidence.
Any vocal performances stand out to you guys?
No, not
Although
really.
I was surprised, I looked at the cast and I was surprised that Meryl Streep was the queen.
Surprised by that too, yeah.
Dave Franco, I'll give him that. Titus
Oh
is
yeah,
absolutely
Titus.
unhinged, and I can't help.
When
Dave Franco
he
must have been practicing that for so long just to go crazy on this.
A real king would show his plumage.
It was really it's
when
like you guys saw the studio, right?
I haven't now
No.
Oh, you guys haven't seen the studio. Oh no. You guys should watch that. It's great.
going to high on the list.
Dave Franco's in it, and he's just really insane and really into every role. And that's kind of like what I was thinking of when he was doing Titus, because he's just so into it.
What I love about Dave Franco in roles that he's had for the last 15, 20 years, as long as he's been in the industry, is that when he has a chance to freak out and go really over the top, you can hear in his voice the strain and the exaggeration in his voice that's so unique among vocal performers. And then to hear that in an animated film like this, when he's screaming as the fake Jerry, it knocked it up to another level for me. I'm glad you shouted him out, Ben. He was a bright spot for me too.
Yeah, I think everyone was good, but he was especially just like really funny.
Also, I totally missed until the credits rolled that George, by the way, great name, George. George was played by Bobby Moynihan.
Oh yeah. No, I knew.
There's a lot of SNL alumni in this movie. Um, Melissa Villaseñor as Ellen, also
Mhm.
another standout. Um,
Vanessa Bayer, Diane.
I, I'm watching the Scrubs revival, and she plays the head of HR for the hospital, and she uses the same voice. I mean, she's got really her main voice is like an HR voice, and I mean that in the highest possible regard.
That's why she
But
voiced all the commercials when they did the recorded like medical
true.
commercials.
Um, but yeah, the same voice that I've heard for now a month and a half on Scrubs in this professional HR. Hi, we're gonna do this today. Now coming out of the voice of a shark that's being sent to squish a politician. Great, great script. Really fun to watch. Great performances vocally. Yeah, another recent winner in the track record for Pixar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can all toss Hoppers a full recommendation. Go check it out in theaters. Bring the kids if they're going to behave, and bring the adults if they're also going to behave. So check it out in theaters. Next week, we are starting our 2026 trilogy of Zendaya Robert Pattinson movies with the drama
Hey, what's the other one other than Dune?
Odyssey.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I forgot they were both in that.
You
Yep.
think they carpooled between sets?
I have no idea.
Doubt it.
Uh, all right, so we'll do the drama next week. And in the meantime, watch some good movies, ban AI in filmmaking, and support local movie theaters. See you for the drama next week. Have a good night.
Good
Night.
night.